In September we saw a lot of anticipated albums drop. There were also a lot of interesting things that happened in September outside of that. So without any further ado, here's everything that happened last month. Starting off with a popular headline. On September 8th, Zach Bryan was arrested for obstruction of investigation. Basically, he was mouthing off against the police officer, which led to his arrest. His mugshot picture was taken at 6:42 p.m. 2 weeks later. On September 22nd, he released an EP which featured Bon Iver. On September 13th, 2 alien bodies were shown to the Mexican Congress, proving that they are real. And I pretty much think they could be real. I've seen UFO sightings and information uncovered about these said aliens, so genuinely they exist. At least that's what I think. You should invest in this whole alien thing. I'm just saying. September 22nd saw a lot of huge releases come out. The first of which is Scarlet by Doja Cat, which is mostly driven by drama. Do not listen to that album. I would not recommend it. The next of which is Tech by Lil Tecca, which featured Opium affiliate Ken Carson and Florida rapper Kodak Black. That album was actually pretty good. The third of which is Truth or Air by Too Rare. That shit is ass. Do not listen to it. The fourth of which is Backer's Halo. The album featured R&B sensation Summer Walker. The fifth of which is the deluxe edition of Funeral by DC The Don, which featured 6 Black, and the sixth of which is Catch Me If You Can by Money Man, which featured BC Moss. On September 13th, Diddy dropped the Love album, Off the Grid, which was 23 songs long and featured some notable features like The Dream, Busta Rhymes, Fabulous, Jacquees, Sweet Lee, Summer Walker, The Weeknd, 21 Savage, French Montana, Justin Bieber, Jasmine Sullivan, Ty Dolla $ign, Kelly, Coco Jones, Jeremy, Mary J. Blige, Tiana Taylor, Burna Boy, John Legend and her. Pretty impressive for an artist like him. On September 8th, Glock 40 Spaz dropped Took the Biggest Risk featuring Baby Solid. The album was okay. On September 15th, Isaiah Tigi dropped Alexandria, which has 28 songs long. Goddamn. On September 18th, Summers dropped the follow-up to his 2021 EP What We Have Called What We Didn't Have. The project is 15 songs long and featured Desire and Autumn. On September 27th, people petitioned to cancel Blueface once and for all after a picture of his naked son popped up on Twitter. I'm not calling it X, by the way. On September 15th, Killer Mike released the deluxe edition to Michael. The new songs feature T.I., Jacquees, Jid and Young Nudie. September 27th was Lil Wayne's birthday. How did you all celebrate it? September 28th was Jeezy's birthday. How did you all celebrate it? September 25th was T.I.'s birthday. How did you all celebrate it? September 28th was Nikolai White's birthday. Unfortunately, he deleted almost all of his videos on September 27th and said that he was quitting. So basically he didn't celebrate his own birthday on YouTube. On September 22nd, NFTs were declared worthless. Thank God for that, because there are way better things you can invest your money into. On September 29th, Saw X released in theaters and got a Rotten Tomatoes score of 86. That's actually really good standards for a horror movie nowadays. I'm impressed that they were able to pull through, considering that the last movie in the series before this got a 37 on Rotten Tomatoes. Yikes. September 14th marked the official date for the most recent Nintendo Direct, which showcased new amiibos for Smash Bros. Ultimate and Xenoblade Chronicles 3 along with the 1000 Year Door coming to Switch. Also showcased was a new Peach game for the Switch, Wave 6 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Pass, which featured the characters Funky Kong, Diddy Kong, Pauline and Peachette, F-Zero 99, Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, new Splatoon 3 DLC, Mario vs. Donkey Kong, a new Spy X Family video game coming out in 2024, Super Mario RPG, Super Mario Wonder, the sequel for Detective Pikachu, the announcement for Nintendo Museum which would be finished in March of 2023, a new WarioWare game and a new Among Us map. I thought that game was dead, but apparently not. Overall, a pretty good Nintendo Direct. On September 15th, Rod Wave dropped Nostalgia, which featured 21 Savage. The album was usually the typical stuff you would expect to hear from Rod Wave. Nothing too exciting there. Also on September 15th, Drake dropped the lead single for his upcoming album. The single featured SZA and got mostly mixed reviews. I personally like the song, but I would totally get why someone wouldn't like it. On September 15th, drill rapper Sleepy Hallow dropped Boy Meets World. The album featured Doechii I, Marshmello, Fivio Foreign, Tata, Lil J, 347 Aiden, Mikey Bands and Jay Bezzy.
Everything I want, I block out anything I hate. It's still the homie, still unpaid.
Yachty, coming for their respect, come and pay your debt, just like a travel pillar. We had
do no cuffing, flip a holding Tyler tosser, bullets drumming like percussion.
Pull up, I'ma throw it, throw more than a dog. Stripper party, is it poppin', pussy, yeah, dog. We got bitches poppin'. Yes, you right, I'm a mean bitch for some years off, now I'm back trippin'. Took the training wheels off.
I'ma bounce you up and down. You'll be coming back. The side that you're showing. Keep your mouth shut and keep going. What I hate it, but I can't escape my own fate.
Looking for some reasons. Tell me there's something wrong with it. Tell me there's something inside.
On September 29th, Ghost Love Me released a single with Future called 9 to 5. Future carried him on it. On September 29th, Da Baby dropped a new song called Trickin', which was hot garbage. On September 29th, the second single for the Lyrical Lemonade album dropped. This single featured Kid Cudi and Lil Durk and was called Guitar in My Room. On September 29th, Lil Wayne dropped The Fixed Before The 6 and it was not as good as I thought it would be. On September 29th, the sequel to the CMG label album Gangsta Art dropped. This time around it featured Sexy Red, Rich Homie Quan, YTB Fat, Mike Will Made It, Tay Keith, Fivio Foreign, Lela Samia, Big 30, Gloss Up, Slimmeroni, K Carbon and Aliza. On September 29th, Tyga dropped his joint project with YG named Hit Me When You Leave the Club, The Playlist. The album featured Lil Wayne, Busta Rhymes and Blast. On September 29th, Rome Streets released Noise Candy 5 featuring Boldy James, Joey Badass and Currency. The album was fire. On September 29th, Rick Ross and Meek Mill released Shaq and Kobe. Their last collab was on What's Free back in 2018. Aquemini by Outkast turned 25 years old on September 29th. What was your favorite song off the album? One release I left out when talking about the major music releases that dropped on September 22nd was The Brave 2 by Tom MacDonald and Adam Cahoon, and there is a reason for that. While Too Rare's Truth or Rare was awful, it wasn't as cringe-worthy as this album was. Now see, I hate political music because it pushes a certain agenda forward that maybe not everyone will agree with, but they keep telling you that if you don't believe that bullshit then you're a terrible person. And you know what? I am tired of being told what to believe, alright? So just let me believe whatever the fuck I want to believe and not force this notion of America being ruined and people tarnishing the image of it, okay? The album has terrible lyrics and is pushing no good agendas. My advice to you would be to not listen to it because you are giving these guys money so that they can fund their propaganda. And do you really want to be doing that though? I wouldn't think so. Just please listen to the new Armand Hammer album instead. Please. I'm gonna end this video by saying this. Do not buy the iPhone 15. It's not durable and it sucks. It also has an overheating feature as well. Plus it doesn't work with CarPlay. I just wonder how you could make a phone this fucking bad. Like, come on, Apple. You're better than this. You're much better than this. Oh my fucking god. I might actually have to switch to Android. I'm sorry guys, but I'm done supporting Apple. I literally can't anymore. And that was all that happened in September. Stay tuned for the best of October 2023.